Bonjour tout le monde, welcome to French class. Today we are going to learn about pronominal verbs. Pronominal verbs are verbs that are constructed with the pronoun se in the infinitive. For example, se réveiller, it means to wake up, or s'habiller, it means to get dressed. Notice here that the se became S apostrophe in front of a H, or it's going to do the same in front of a voyelle. A verb may also exist in the pronominal form or in the non-pronominal form, depending on context. Let's take the verb regarder, means to look at. For example, here, il regarde un tableau, is looking at a painting. However, if now we add a se in front of regarder, then the verb means slightly different thing. Il se regarde dans le miroir means he is looking at himself in the mirror. He's not looking at the mirror, he's looking at himself in the mirror. And here too, il se regarde. Now the subject is plural. That case, that verb can mean now they are looking at each other. Ils se regardent. The pronominal verbs are usually classified in three types and three categories. We have the reflexive verbs when the action of the verb is done or reflected back on the subject. For example, je me maquille. I put makeup on, and here it means on myself, not on anybody else. It means I put the makeup on myself. So you see, the pronoun means that I'm doing the action on me. Il se rase is shaving, and it means he is shaving himself. The se means for sure he's not shaving anybody else, he's shaving himself. The person does the action on himself, on oneself. The pronominal verbs can also be reciprocal when subjects are sharing or doing the same action with or on each other. For example, nous nous téléphonons souvent. We call each other often. We both calling each other. We both doing the same action. Elles se regardent. They are looking at each other. It means both of those women are doing the same action. They both look at each other. Finally, we have the essentially pronominal verbs, and those verbs are just a handful of verbs that those verbs only exist in the pronominal form. For example, the verb se souvenir, and it means to remember somebody, something. Je me souviens de lui, I remember him. Souvenir alone does not exist, it only exists with the pronoun se. So let's see the conjugation of a pronominal verb. So for example, se coucher means to go to bed. So you are going to, now you have a pronoun, you're going to conjugate coucher, but you're also going to modify this pronoun according to the subject. So this is a ER verb, so the endings are going to be the ones that you already know, but the pronoun is going to change according to the subject. So, je me couche, tu te couches, il se couche, elle se couche, on se couche, nous nous couchons, vous vous couchez, il se couche, elle se couche. You see here the pronoun se in the infinitive, becomes me with je, te with tu. Does not change for the third person singular here. Becomes nous with nous. So here's the subject and here is the pronoun. So you have two nous. Nous nous couchons. Same with vous. This is the subject. This is the pronoun. Vous vous couchez. With the verb s'habiller here, we have the S apostrophe in front of H. So here, je m'habille. The me becomes M apostrophe in front of a voyelle. Same with te. It should be te becomes T apostrophe before H. It's not a voyelle, I'm sorry, before H. In front of H. It would be the same with a voyelle. Nous stay the same. Vous stay the same, and ce becomes S apostrophe. So let's see that together. Je m'habille, tu t'habilles, il s'habille, elle s'habille, on s'habille, nous nous habillons, vous vous habillez, il s'habille, elle s'habille. Again, the pronoun se is going to change agreeing, and according to the subject. Je me, with become M apostrophe, and so on. The new subject and the new pronoun. The pronoun doesn't change here, even in front of H. Vous subject, vous pronoun does not change in front of H. So in negative sentences, je me réveille à 9 heures. I wake up at 9 o'clock. If you want to put that sentence in the negative form, it's going to be je ne me réveille pas avant 9 heures. I don't wake up before 9 o'clock. So as you notice here, the pronoun and the verb forms a block, and you are going to add the negation around that block. The ne in front of the block, in front of the pronoun, and the pas behind that block. Or you can say je ne me réveille jamais avant 9 heures. I never wake up before 9 o'clock. The pronoun and the verb forms a block. You're going to put the first part of the negation in front of that block or in front of that pronoun, and the jamais, the second part of the negation, behind the block, behind the verb. Tu t'ennuies, you are bored. Tu ne t'ennuies pas, you are not bored. Same thing, the negation around the block. You have T apostrophe because it is really te in front of a voyelle here. Nous nous téléphonons souvent. We often call each other. Negative sentence. Nous ne nous téléphonons jamais. We never call each other. The pronoun and the verb form a block. You place the first part of the negation in front of that block, in front of the pronoun, and the second part of the negation behind that block, behind the verb. So let's pronounce this one. Nous ne nous téléphonons jamais. Voilà, merci beaucoup. I hope it helped. I will see you in the next video. Au revoir, merci.